Yo, what up, Zach? Hope you're doing well. Just, gotta update my speedrunning tags because they don't save. I think I got them all though. I don't think there's any more. Also, I know that I responded to your post on the Lost Levels forum with like a massive essay. No ill will was meant for that. Just explaining my opinions. I'm feeling like a 36 today. I need a little tea today. I slept perfectly fine, but for some reason today was just a dredge to get through. But yeah. Just getting everything set up. And we should be good to go very soon. Very, very soon. Yeah, I assumed you'd get that, but just wanted to say it, you know. Alright. Okay. There's actually a little bit of a sense of urgency to go for the 36 because it looks like Andrew G is coming at this category, and I don't want to be relegated to the the ninth place jail, you know. I already went back once. But what up, Spork? I noticed that your emotes are finally back. I saw the combo before. Also, you guys aren't late. Don't worry about it. I really just got here. I updated my camera angle to so if I slouch, I'm still in the screen in the center. I updated my controller's buttons. Hopefully that's for better and not for worse. I think I'm good to go. I have tea made. You're definitely not late. What even is my uptime? Yeah, you're 2 minutes late, T-Rect. That is highly unfortunate. Trying to have a fruitful day, unlike yesterday. Extremely slightly different angle. Just a little bit more up and facing down rather than facing straight. Yeah, sorry, Paco. I literally just had an update pastebin where I said I'm gonna go live at 6, but like honestly, I'll admit it was because I was watching Trump, the Hearthstone player, and his game went on way longer than I expected. Yo, T-Rex, thank you for the 5 PogChamp bits. Hope the rest of your paycheck went to something good. Yo, did you do that yesterday? I noticed there was someone who added me on Snap, but I didn't know them. But I guess I shouldn't necessarily. I have a weird mentality. I feel like I should probably be more open to adding people on Snap, considering my Snap is open. Oh Jesus. Okay. Well. I'll check, because if I didn't add you back, then that's RIP. Sorry about it. That's my fault. But yeah, I added new buttons in my controller today. Again, Japanal Shop. That's what I also added for my D-pad, and the D-pad was very successful. I did this one a little bit more hastily, so hopefully I don't regret it. Unlike my previous buttons, which I don't even know where they are. Where'd my buttons go? They're somewhere over here. Anyway, they're relegated to somewhere on the table now. But my previous rubbers for my buttons were very mushy. These are very clicky, very snappy. I wonder if that's for better or for worse. I'd say so, Kawhi. Hopefully a little spicier than yesterday. I mean, we learned yesterday that you can't necessarily PB even if you put enough time into it in a given day. Sometimes days just aren't your day. Yeah, I don't expect anyone to read my update pastebin, since it's even though it's one of my shorter ones, it's still relatively long. But basically, the schedule is what you'd kind of expect. 5 hours, 6 to 11, or 6:30 to 11:30, somewhere in that time frame. True, but I don't know. I was really liking the last controller until certain inputs seemed to be unresponsive. I'm still not sure if that's just me with bad reaction time or not, though. It only took you like a few months to get that 1 second PB, right, Paco? And then it all kind of snowballed. Yes, I do. On my desk by 5. Oh my god. Speaking of on my desk, I forgot that I have stickers to send out. I'm quite late on that. Yeah, and I'm not sure if I am. So that's probably not a great sign, but I said before, there's a sense of urgency. Andrew G's coming for my 8th place. I wish him the best, and he's a much better runner than I am, but I already dropped from 8th to 9th once. I can't do it again. Yo, what up, Big C? He really was. Like, honestly, he has a 39.03 in this game from 4 years ago. And he's running against his 39 splits, and, like, he's basically not accepting the fact that he could get a PB that's less than 2 minutes. His goal right now is a 36. That's what it says on his stream. And, like, there's so many opportunities for him to beat a 39, but for some reason he keeps resetting so early. But he could do whatever he wants. Whoops. Yeah, definitely a little bit. It's a very different feel on this controller to shoot fireballs. Not better, not worse. Something I have to get used to. Is it like a Twin Galaxies meetup sort of thing? And I've never gotten to Touhou myself, but I know quite a few amount of people who've gotten into it, and like I don't even know how. Like, it seems way too hard. Like, I can't even beat Ikaruga, and that's like in terms of those games, that's on the easier side of hard. Like Kaizo, light. Like, the upper limit of what people can do in those games is just dumb. Hey, we're still 35 pace. Maybe today's the day. Yo, thanks for the host, Seabogs. And speaking of that forum post, because I did mention it before. I don't know. My opinion, obviously, is that we shouldn't compensate for US carts in terms of timing, but for the whole pressing start versus starting on Mario, I don't really care that much. That's boring opinion, but still. How many Touhous are there again? Like 50? No, it's less, but it's a lot. I know that. All I know is that if they start timing on Mario Start, my 3711 turns into a 3709, so. When you say RTA, is that the current method, and that's versus SDA? I mean, because I very slightly prefer how it's currently done, but it's a very old-fashioned way of thinking about it. I like it because that's what I grew up on. So it would be a little bit of a shame to like have to change, but like I understand that people have rational reasons why it's done. I don't think there's currently a vote, but there might be. I mean, there's been some discussion. Okay, I mean, so the thing about the SNES is it's different. I asked Blubler because Blubler is the one who actually knows everything about this game, and the gist of it is that the SMB1 NES and Lost Levels FDS both have a frame rule check to actually start 1-1, while the transition is constant for SNES. Like, there isn't a frame rule check after the screen goes black to load 1-1 in this game. But I mean, it still affects your initial frame rule, but you can get it consistent. I don't know. There was some discussion to be had in. Oh my! What the? Okay. I don't think that's even true. Also, so that's first dropped input. I highly doubt it's the controller then. Solid stuff. Oh, I was like, where's Andrew G? He's hidden in the back. I recognize 2 out of a lot of people. I mean, Andrew G is old school. He's like, yeah, he's in with the Twin Galaxies crowd. He predicted the fall of Billy Mitchell. I mean, so did a lot of people, but like, I'm just saying, topical for the time. Yo, what up, Pink? Nice emote. Both of them. I have just made a horrible, horrible mistake. Oh my god. Whew! Okay, I should have washed my hands after I ate. I had halal, guys, which for those who don't know is like really good Middle Eastern food. But one of the things they have is like this red sauce. It's actually pretty spicy and it's all over my hands and I just rubbed it in my eye. So I might die, but I have to continue the run. I should wash my hands. Oh my god. Yo, what up, Panda Unicorn? Thank you, Pink. It's kind of a lie, though, right? No, it's my hands are like, my hands feel clean, okay? It's like when you don't wash your hands after handling a jalapeno or hot pepper, and like they're pretty much fine except for a very, very small film of residue. My eye is burning. Solid stuff. I wash my hands in the bathroom, if that's what you're implying, Spork. You often see me like wiping off my hands on my jeans to dry them off a little more before I hold the controller. Also, a nice 1-for-1 super jumps, 1-for-1 losing 3 seconds. Panda, you're forcing it too much. We actually still save time. Forgot about that time save. Yeah, since I've decided to only relegate the Simpsons controllers to casual play, since I don't want to destroy them with speedrunning, I'm a little bit less concerned about the well-being of my controller, if that makes sense, Paco. Yo, what up, Purple Persuasion? Feel like it's been a bit. It is going pretty well. Changed the angle of the cam, changed my rubbers in my controller. Everything's good. Speaking of video games, Super Mario Party is really fun. I legitimately enjoyed, like, I remember like struggling through Mario Party 10 boards and like being like, okay, this is kind of fun, but like Super Mario Party is like legitimately a good time. Genuine laughter. Excited to play it. I don't have it, but my friend did. I probably won't buy it until they release DLC, just because I don't. This Switch is collecting dust. Besides, actually, yeah, I should pick up Marble It Up before I go to bed more. Well, I'm glad too, Purple. I have played a solid 0 hours and 0 minutes of Splatoon 1 or 2. So I know that people who play Splatoon get really frustrated when people say like, "Oh, I don't enjoy shooters, so I don't think I would buy Splatoon," because they're always like, "It's different," but I don't enjoy shooters and I have no interest in playing that game. I'll leave it to Volpe. I definitely wouldn't say it's a bad game, but it's just not my type of game. You gotta pick your battles. And I gotta pick my ante. You know. Exactly the same. I mean, if I only have a few games where I could put hundreds of hours into them. And I chose this one for some reason. Oh my god. A little bit scary there. That sheep ruined everything. It was a really smooth level otherwise. 301 still pretty good. Well, they don't mix that well, but hey. Yo, Purple Persuasion, first of all, thank you for the 6 months in a row. I guess I didn't notice this was your first month with the habanero, but I hope you're enjoying it. It's a pretty nice badge. Enjoy the pickle emote, and thank you for the continued support. I do really appreciate it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, huh, huh, whew. Everything about that was sketch. Also, what up, Barley? I'll read that in a second. This level is of importance in terms of attention. Okay, I mean, the mentality, right? If I'm going to be playing this for hundreds of hours, I want the good graphics, the good sound. And I didn't get it. Oh my god, why did I make that so close? And we lost a little time, but hey. Yeah, so like, no one that speedruns this game. Okay, I shouldn't say no one, but it's very rare to see someone actually use the Famicom Disk System to speedrun lost levels for the FDS. It's almost always done by flashcards, which is okay. Oh god. Oh no. Okay. Well, that was the most like genuine oh no ever. But anyway, not the worst. It could be worse. Still gonna lose some time. Exactly, Spork. Exactly. I know you've done your fair share of NES speedrunning and SNES speedrunning, and you seem to come crawling back to the All-Stars. So you're one of us. Yeah. It's pretty helpful in 6.4, because If I didn't have that ding, I would be messing up that level way more. And that sucks, but there really wasn't much I could do. We'll still be ahead after 7-3 probably. Why are you capping to good graphics, good sound, okay? True, Spork. How do you know I'm not? What? Okay, well that actually doesn't affect too much, considering we have a massive amount of time save here, but we may not be ahead. I've said it before, but if you want to be the best SNES Mario runner, you gotta run all the Mario games. Yeah, I'm actually like a second behind, which really sucks in this run. I don't know about soon. It's been... Oh, we're not. Why do I always have bad math? When did I do the pickle clip? Like June of 2016? It's been over 2 years. Not sure if it's coming back. Yeah. I mean, we had like an absolutely monster endgame. But at risk of the jinx, we're doing slightly better today than we were all of yesterday. Please jump. Okay. Oh, a little close. Oh yeah, totally T-Wrecked, but it's only possible if you're big. It's actually a pretty integral strat to clip and then zip. That's when you just don't hold any inputs and it scrolls you to the right. You clip and then you zip. And you shake it all about. You know, the whole Mario Pokey, not the cactus-like thing. But hey, also that was absolute trash and the run is over. But might as well do a no reset, right? It's like, yeah, we're 10 seconds behind. Just about. Alright, 20 seconds to save the rest of the run, of which we are losing 5 off the bat. Going against a lot of golds. I am screwed. But, like, we still could get a 37 even, maybe even a 38, if we clutch this out. Still feeling a lot better about today versus the rest of days. Oh, it's totally possible to PB off this. I'm gonna have to bust out some crazy strats, and obviously the 36 is almost impossible. But hey, first run of the day, literally. PB would be pretty nice regardless. Stuff like that doesn't help though, that's slow. Probably not. So I can't keep losing a second like this. I don't think I ever commented on its work, but I'm liking that you're no longer going for the, what is it? What am I trying to say? Right stride, or right side, first pipe strats in 8-4. I like that you've graduated. I don't know if it's easier in Luigi, but still. I think, well, in Lost Levels 2, I'm pretty sure. But it's something like 5 or 6 in Mario's early years. Oh, come on. Pretty good recovery. We might save a little time here. Eek. No, we're not saving a little time here. 2303 is horrible. Like, absolutely god-awful. But PB is technically possible, so don't lose your hopes and dreams. Okay, well, I'm just happy to see it. Yeah, but that would be horrible in the long run, right? We'd lose time to that Bowser. We would lose time in probably 9-4, A1, A4, B1, B4, etc. It's never a smart decision. It's pretty insane though. Like, Boom's 3655 or whatever had a 2219 2219.84, and my 3711 is sitting at around 40 seconds worse than that. Like, everyone else is leaving a lot of room for error and getting a 36. Meanwhile, I'm over here like we have 1 second in 9-2. Letter Worlds terrify me, but I guess I've had a pretty good track record. Well, I'm gonna have to, right? If I want to do all 5, 100%. It'll happen eventually, but that's super far out. Actually, I don't think my update mentions that, because I like to keep my updates in 3-month chunks. I like quarterly updates. It's like I'm a business. But, right now, for the rest of the year, I'm really going to be focusing on this. But I kind of allude to the fact that I don't like embarrassing PBs on my profile. So I really don't like my any percent D4 time, or my all castles time, or my 96 time. So I want to improve on those before I start new games. Well, I just look at my any percent D4 time, I'm like, gross. There should be an educational marathon. There's 3 Mario's early years runs. There's Fun with Numbers, Fun with Letters, and Preschool Fun. Of which it would roughly be an hour and 15 minutes to 100% all of them. Actually, wait, no, they're 23 minutes. It'd be less than, it would be about an hour. Yeah, that'd be good for a Mario hour. Yeah, because the other ones are long. I look at, like, the world records by Literal Grill, and they're like 23 or 26 minutes. I already forgot. And, like, the 14 or the I don't even remember how long Mario's early years is, but it's tough to do runs of consecutively. It gets grating on the mind. Sick, dude. All right, so this run is over, and okay, that's how it is. That's how it be. See, the thing is, I can't play Mario's Missing because I don't like Luigi. And you have to play as Luigi. It's a deal breaker. So I'm going to lose. PB's over. Like, even if I were to be perfect small, it would be over. Okay, whoops. I'm going to try to recover power-ups, though, just so I get consistent practice. Oh my god. What up, Super Mike? What's racist? Excuse me? Oh, not liking Luigi? It's not anything like that. I don't like the stench of failure. And that's what Luigi is. I mean, Mario's Italian. I'm not gonna entertain this because out of context, someone's gonna come in and be like, oh, "Jesus Christ, Picante." Extremely racist of you. So yeah, let's not have that discussion. Woo, woo. Okay. Well, I didn't soft lock. When that spring despawns and you try to jump on it, it soft locks. But Super Mike, I would say you should have said spicy Splatoon. My advice, Panda, is don't try to force all these things. Like, yeah, you made a funny clip, but if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, people are gonna get bored. I say that as a streamer who plays Lost Levels constantly. That was also a really scary Podoboo in the beginning. Yo, what up, Doikus? Hope you're doing well. We're doing well because this is our no reset run, first run of the day. And while it's no longer PBable, it's what I like to see. I mean, that deserves a timeout, Super Mike, but you're a good guy. Oh god. Alright, well, I do really want to keep this. I would love more World C with fire practice. For real. Barley, you play a lot of, like, random Why am I doing a left-right? I don't need it here. You play a lot of, like, random, like, old-school computer games, like DOS, right? Oh, God, no. Oh, okay, I made it. I only ask because, like, there's one game I've always been interested in. It's called Chambers of Shaolin. It's available for Amiga, Atari ST, Commodore 64. I'm always curious to see if anyone's ever heard of it. It's really weird to have power up here. That's nice. Oh, that was bad. Mate, nah, that's not a gold at all. At all. Yo, sick Doikus. I remember it was, like, the actual moving wasn't hard, but the settling was the harder part. So if you got that out of the way, you're doing good. Sick, I golded by a second. Nice. That's really not nice, though. I'm sad. That's a real gold, by the way. That's a full second gold. I completely forgot how to do C1 with fire. Okay, maybe not completely forgot, but I'm still pretty rusty on it. Also, yeah, I missed that question. Yeah, they're the same in SMB1. In Lost Levels, they have vastly different physics systems. Luigi jumps higher, but he's on ice physics pretty much all the time. I'm gonna go a little safer just because chances are I would be small in a PB situation. So I'm gonna play this out like I'm trying to get my first sub 38. Yo, Barley, thanks for the host. I appreciate that. I don't think there's a difference in SMB3 as well. Because, yeah, otherwise they would separate the runs out, wouldn't they? I think it's only different in SMB2 USA and SMB2 USA and SMB2 Japan. It's weird, I've never actually said Japan out loud. I always just say SMB2J. Okay, and the newer games. Both 2s and the newer games. Like, when's the first game they brought it back? I guess Galaxy, right? Or no, new Super Mario Bros. Wii, maybe? I never really played any of the new Super Mario Bros. Titles, but I could see that, because that was before Galaxy, if I recall. Or, I guess, new Super Mario Bros., right? Also, solid. First death in C4. Galaxy 2 has Luigi. Sorry. When I say Galaxy 2, I mean... Or Galaxy, I meant Galaxy 2. Also, wait, I'm pretty sure Galaxy 1 has Luigi. Isn't that a run? Yo, Spork, I've seen you in Spork's chat. Galaxy 2 for 100% has Luigi. I've known this from the speedrun. Sick, dude. Galaxy something has a Hearthstone skin. I think it's like 6 or 7. That was really weird. I went through them. See, this is why it's great having fire. You don't have to worry about this stuff. Yeah, you gotta unlock him, but he definitely exists. Why did I even go for that? He was so high up. I saw that too. That's a good combo, Cyclops. I think it'd be fun if, like, I tried, like... So, in dance games, people go on this, like, habanero challenge. Where they, like, eat a habanero and then try to pass a really hard song. And I think that'd be a fun tradition to bring back... Or bring to the speedrunning community. Or at least my stream. Like, I eat a habanero, try to complete a Warpless D4 run without water. I might die. Well, habaneros aren't that bad, but you get the drift. You're doing it in a much more relaxed fashion, I assume. Also... First death in D2 in about a year? I don't even know. Anyway. I don't think we're gonna 38 or 37 this anymore. I mean, at this point I'm gonna go YOLO D... no, I can't go YOLO D4. Oh my... Okay, that one I literally just put my hand off the controller. I wouldn't count. I missed the D-pad. This is the weirdest place to choke of all time. See, easy level. But Panda, that's in Galaxy 1, right? Alright, sub 40, here we come. I'll eat a spicy pepper at a later date. I know I've had a ghost pepper, but if we're gonna up the pepper, it's got to be for a really special occasion. Big C, it's a no reset. I gotta continue this. We're only 2 levels away, but it doesn't look like we're gonna sub 40 because I just got triple wrecked. Yeah, this is major oof territory. But it's a necessary evil. Yeah, of course he jumps. That's why you're never safe in D3 if you lose fire. I guess we're not getting sub 40. Because World D is World D. That one was my fault. Oh my god. Just complete the game, please. This is gonna last forever, isn't it? Yep, looks like it. Strap in, guys. We're gonna be here for the next 50 minutes. Sub-hour, hopefully. Well, Big C, if I don't beat this level in the next level, I'm not gonna be able to excel. Because you don't want to underestimate the relaxation on nerves. Like, for example, if I just reset and I did runs, and I had a PB pace run get to D4, the difference in me seeing D4 once, even if it's in a failed run like this, seeing it once today versus seeing it 0 times, it's so incredibly easing on the nerves to have done it already. What the hell was that? Honestly. I saw him high in the sky, which he's not supposed to be in the first place, and I was like a moth attracted to the light. Anyway, this is immensely bad. I like the Darby mount. I'm trying, Diarmo. I'm trying. Also, I like that meme. You gotta bring it back. I guess you are. Yeah, pretty much, Cyclops. Nice splits, guys. It is, honestly. I was thinking about going for, like, gold, but instead I decided I don't want to continue this run. It's already pretty bad. So, yeah. So C4 onward is when it really got out of hand. We were within, like, we were 37 pace before that. Turns out the end game here is nothing to mess with. Oh, whoops. I should probably learn to split there for when I PB. We were green a little bit, right? We also took a second off our gold in B4, so. I was green in 7-4. We were PB pace for a while. Look at that 35:51 best possible time. I was thinking of how to incorporate Wu-Tang in there, but it was a bit of a stretch. Yeah, there was a little green. I've said it before, but it's important to note that this is definitely a good run up until that 7-3 death. So if I'm even trailing a little bit behind, that's a good sign for the future. 7-3 is where things really started to fall apart in the run. I lost fire, obviously, because I died in 7-3. So if I keep fire into 7-4, I have a huge time save in World 7 and 8. Oh, crap. Well, hopefully this one... Or, no, I do hope it goes for another 36 minutes, but... I have tea. It's ready. I'm neglecting it. I'm going for the whole pick and then some. Alright, if it ends in a 3, I gotta do a little bit of waiting. Alright, nope, we're good. Sorry, it ends in a 9. I can't do math right now. For those who don't know, when you enter the pipe, whatever number it says, 8 in-game seconds later is when you're gonna hit the flagpole. Oh, yes. Well, that was that. Time for some tea. Yeah, sometimes, like, I would say I normally have complete control with Mario. There's not a situation where I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But sometimes you get that, like, really quick turnaround that I'm not expecting. Swole? Well, I'm not gonna deny it, but I don't think I did anything differently to render that response. Unless you're trying to just balance out that Diarmo. I'm a little less chunky than the time saves in this PB, that's for sure. But there was a time where Thick Conte wasn't far off. Definitely not like out of hand, but I've lost 15 pounds in like the past, what, 3 months? Yeah, you know. Okay, that makes a lot more sense, Spork. The sass level is now appropriate. Master Roshi, except, you know, not like 80. Almost at 3,200. Is that like a, that reminds me of the SpongeBob episode when, SpongeBob gets like the inflatable muscles. I know the inputs for Shell Jump, I've never connected them. But I am wearing my SMW crew shirt, if you guys could read backwards. It wasn't the inflatable Angry Arms episode, like, the muscles, like, on that one, like, I think it was the lobster guy, they, like, the muscles had, or no, his eyes had muscles, and they were doing stuff. I'll take a 52. I'm not opposed, Super Mike. Maybe I'll even have a sub 130. Yeah, what could that mean? I guess it's weird for me to wear... I mirror my camera, so wearing shirts with text on the stream is just like, why? I should mirror my shirts. Get identical copies of them, but just in reverse. What's the arm cruncher? Let's keep this very, very slight green streak going. Make it a little bit less than slight. I've thought about it, like, just like some Lost Levels merchandise.
Well, now that we got...
Oh, Jesus. I don't remember that. I guess that must have been from the beginning of the episode, before he got the inflatable arms. I was gonna oof really hard for a second, but we survived. Old SpongeBob is so good. I know it's the least controversial opinion on the planet. Like, that's like also saying old Simpsons so good. But it's pretty crazy, like, how I lose fire in 2-4 like that. But more importantly, it's pretty crazy how it was essentially a children's show is still so much like replay value, at least for the first 2 seasons, compared to pretty much every other children's show ever. Like some are, like, I wouldn't even say it's nostalgia. Like, the episodes are legitimately entertaining. Like, you're not gonna go home and watch the first 2 seasons of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I mean, that's true for all kids shows, because, like, the makers of kids shows realize that adults need something that's gonna make them not absolutely bored out of their mind, so they don't try to find another kids show. Oh my God, Jeff. I mean, I agree. You're memeing so correctly. That's like a 10 out of 10. Extremely dank. Someone get Jeff a social media job for Wendy's. Also, I recognize there's beeping in the background. My laundry is done, and I will deal with it later. And by later, I mean 1-4. It's funny that that's a really old meme now, Diarmo. Alright, let me just do this. And no Bowsette here. I just realized how, like, yeah, these new buttons are very clicky, but that, like, also means loud. Hopefully you don't mind controller sounds. That sucks. As long as it's not, what's the, what was that meme YouTube channel that was, like, super normie or whatever? Oh, Behind the Meme. Wasn't that the one that, once it got to Behind the meme was dead? Camp Lazlo was the last, that's about the cutoff for me for when I just stopped watching Cartoon Network. Like, obviously, the channels have their targeted demographics, and like I was right on the cusp of the targeted demographic when Camp Lazlo came out. After Camp Lazlo, I'm like, these shows are really sucky, and then I just never watched Cartoon Network again. Like I thought I would be always watching Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, and like I didn't realize, like, it literally just one day I'm like, okay, guess I'm never watching these channels again. It's kind of weird, but Camp Lazlo was the last show I really enjoyed. Weirdest series finale ever. But yeah. Is meme review something I should know? Maybe I'm behind the memes. Behind on the memes. Well, when Jeff says he has court, he's the lawyer thingy. Using thingy in a court of law, I just think of Lionel Hutz. I guess I'm true with the latter, Ed and Nettie, because that show really fell off the map when they started going back to school. But you don't have to watch it, but just like read up on like a synopsis of the finale of Camp Lazlo. It'll change your entire perception of Camp Lazlo. What was like the off-brand Camp Lazlo? My gym partner's a monkey or whatever. I guess so, not Ninja. I guess so. Well, yeah, Ed and Eddie was a great show. But like many great shows, it went on way longer than it should have. I remember it, but I don't remember anything about it. I think there was a starter pack on like Reddit, because there's a subreddit called r/starter packs, one of my favorite subreddits in general. And there was one on like shows that you only remember when someone starts talking about. And my gym partner Monkey was definitely on there. Yo, what up, Marcus? First of all, have you always had the 12-month badge? Because, holy smokes, that's a sexy looking badge. But yeah, you're not the first to comment on the backwards shirt. I hope things are going well. Obviously, I'm not part of the SMW crew. I'm part of the crew for the ROM hack WMS. It's a pretty good ROM hack. Ooh. Why do I keep doing that? Also, I am very surprised I didn't get the good bars there, but whatever. Oh my god, Dave. Thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Oh, rip. Well, Marcus, maybe you could look at on-screen chat, but you have the final badge right now, at least as an affiliate. But I hope that your stream went well, Dave. What did you do today? Diarmo, that's a good one. Yo, thanks for the good luck, Esmo. And I like the emote, J-Nitch. And thanks for the follow, Not Ninja. A lot of stuff going on. And not losing fire is one of them. Is TDO like the weird no up arrow thing? Or no up A? I don't really know much about The Legend of Zelda. Traditional dungeon order, okay. I'm not super familiar with that run, but it looks cool enough from what I've seen. And stuff and things are both pretty good. Up and A is called Up and A. Oh, I see. Well, I hope the Argentinians learned a lot. I guess a lawyer in DC is a pretty good person to learn from. Lawman in Law Capital. Nice. Oh my god, that was a little close. Oof. Those were not close at all, though. That was a travesty to man. Yo, J Nitch, thanks for the follow. Oh, that's your own emote. That's a good one. I like it. Alright, well, thanks for stopping by, Purple Persuasion. I appreciate the resub again, and have a good dinner. Yeah, I'll admit that I've never gone on the category extensions page for a Zelda game. I think the whole concept of the category extension page is... it's a band-aid, but it doesn't solve the problem. Whoa, Marcius. Yeah, thank you for the 12 months, man. I really appreciate it. Happy year indeed. Thank you for the continued support. I know you've done quite a lot over the past year, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Because I've definitely enjoyed your company. Enjoy the very sexy badge. Tier 2 sub also. I completely forgot to mention that. Hey, what up, Roy? How are you doing? Yeah, I forgot you watch mainly on mobile, and sometimes on mobile it's really finicky to get the resub message to show up. Okay. I like when that happens. Well, I don't like when it's down there, but I like when I don't get wrecked by it. Your recent 456, 346. Oh, geez. Unless you got one in like the past day. I know the one from like 2 days ago. Oh god. Alright, so we're 1 for 1 on super jumps, but we're also 1 for 1 on getting 6 fireworks at the end of this level. So let's be 1 for 1 on one of those again. Preferably the former. That helps. Eh. So early. Come on, please. Alright, well that sucks. Only lost 4 seconds though. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I'm lucky enough, Roy, that my PBs are far too long for me to just sit down and watch. If I had like a 5-minute run and it was like a god run, I'd be like, you know, watching it constantly. I like the combo, Marcus. One day, I don't really know, like, the pickle emote's good on its own. I have that pepper emote on the ready. But, one day you'll be able to use the pepper emote, hopefully. Yeah, sometimes my capture card does it. I think I just have to, in that situation, turn off my PC and turn it on again, because it's probably just been running for too long. Yo, thanks, Diverson. And yeah, to get back at your point, Dave, like, leaderboards are definitely important, but people often place too big of an emphasis on them. And like, if they just like played the game and chilled, we wouldn't be into this mess of a billion categories. Alright, well, have fun at the gym, Jeff. That's gonna be me tomorrow morning. Hope you and your personal trainer have a good time. Also, I have no idea what you're talking about, Not Ninja. Yeah. I gotta learn better fire bars or fireballs on that. I see. Resident Idiot does idiot things. Am I serious right now? So dumb. I look back at my VODs to help improve my own stream. So, like, if I notice that, oh, my camera was at a horrible angle today, or oh, the sound mixing's horrible, I'll try to change it for next time. I'm okay, Ninja. Maybe you need to calm down. I don't really know what you're talking about. I don't think there's anything wrong with the category extensions board. I actually don't even know what point I was trying to make before. Three or six is okay. I got the message, Not Ninja. Please, maybe move on to something else. There's no bullying going on here. Yeah, okay, so the Band-Aid that doesn't fix the problem. What I'm trying to say is, I feel like everything should be on one unified board with a much bigger emphasis on main categories. The issue is that we have both MISC and category extensions. So what's MISC on the main board is kind of in a gray area with what category extensions is. If there was some way to like tier categories to like main categories, secondary categories, meme tier categories, that'd be a pretty nice thing. Maybe. And yeah, I went a little bit too far to the right. I probably could have went... I'm so sad. All right. Oh no, Cyclops, no, 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 I misclicked. You're okay, man. Okay, okay. Jesus. There we go. I'm sorry. Oh. I didn't mean to. No. You could see what I was trying to do. Everything's okay. Just there was a little fallout in the burning wreckage. Something got lost. Anyway. Now you know how Elian feels. Yeah, collateral damage. He was talking about the court of law before. Now he knows how it feels on the other side. No due process here, though. Yeah, Twitch stream is a dictatorship. Oh, whoops. Is that a Kirby? I see. Game I have never played. And that whenever I say I've never played, people are like, why haven't you played it? And I'm like, I'm sorry. But it is it's a good combo. Kind of like Kirby sucking it up would also be a good combo. One day I'll play Secret of Mana. I know I think I've been saying it a little bit more than I used to, but like I think at one point I will do a SNES quest, and it will be glorious for the 3 people who stay to watch. Also, Cashew, you're leaving me confused. Don't play the PC version is what I've heard. It got really bad reviews. I actually almost bought it, but then I realized there was no online, and I'm like, if I'm going to be playing a co-op RPG in 2018, I want to play it with a friend, and I couldn't do that. I'm surprised the Jack in the Box emotes are still here. Hey, 97 years old is not too old to start the quest, right? Also, I was like holding in a yawn or something, like that entire sentence. My voice was lower than usual. I wasn't trying to do a cool voice. Oh, geez. The damage is done. Klops can relive his PTSD moment there. And cashew, I don't know. I don't know. Was Kirby a popular vacuum brand in Japan? That's probably a better question. Now, it's the I think I mentioned it earlier in the stream, but things can be funny, but if you force them, it gets really old really quick. So we already have 2 commands. That's one too many, based on clips. We can't make the pickle lose value. Yeah, it looked ugly too. Like you expect most, like yeah, if you remake a game in another art style, like one art style could be better than the other, but like it was straight up ugly. Eh. Yeah, what? There's the pickle one and then there's the poo one, but the poo one is meh. That was created by Pink. Oh, geez. Yeah, I mentioned before, like, oh, I don't need mods. I won't add them for a very long time, but I don't think so, Diarmo. I mean, I'm a little biased, right? But I'm not gonna encourage it. True, Dave. And chat's, I think I have chat under control. Oh, I forgot about Pepper, but I think it's actually !1000. Oh, I guess it's both. Triple kill. I hate green cheeps. Off-screen kill, that's pretty nice. Nice. You're all wrong. Nightbot's in here. Nightbot is best mod. Even though I have literally every single Nightbot automatic banning or timing out command, just not. They're all gone. Alright, well at least we're getting out of World 1, right? I mean, today is monumentally better than yesterday. Despite getting all these fireworks. I miss Halo 3. I know I just said I hated shooters, but Halo 3 was an exception. Probably the last good shooter. In my opinion. I mean, like, there's definitely good shooters, but last one I enjoyed. A lot of my friends like CSGO, so they would It isn't. I wonder what I'm gonna dress up this year, and I'm not talking. Going out. Actually, is Halloween on a weekend? That might cause some problems. What was I last year? Sherlock Holmes? Oof. Alright, Halloween's on a Wednesday. Good to know. I'm not sure about Catwoman. I don't want to remember Catwoman exists because it reminds me of the horrible movie from like the early 2000s. The basketball scene. It's one of the worst. Oh my god. You don't want to see me in a Peachette costume. Let's say that. Picantette is, or would it be Picantette? Because the double E. Ooh, that's actually bad. Yeah, it's like ducking there is actually required. When you get that super jump, sometimes you get a middle guy, and if you don't duck, you get hit. Picat is a little too abbreviated, I feel. Yeah, I'm glad no one makes like fan fiction for this stream. Not nearly at that level. My mistake. This is the internet. You're allowed to swear. I don't think I have any censored words. That's pretty horrifying. Cyclops. All right. Super jump, please. We have a 50% success rate. Yeah, this was like the first real mistake in our PB. Not getting super jump here. Besides that, it's just like a second here and there. Diarmo, you fell for my trap. Banned forever. I am trigger happy today. Nice. The backward super jump, the style points. Okay. Not ninja. Hope you learned your lesson. Yeah, alright. Not ninja. I'm just going to straight up say it, because if you're not a bot, you'll take this advice. The next time you say a sentence with the word bully before 8:30 p.m., so 45 minutes, it's a perma. Because I'm 95% sure you're a bot. So my recommendation is not saying it. Not the best combo, not the worst, Super Mike. Oh, Super Mike, while you're here, I have a link for you. Well, perfect time to go get it. I'm not going to update that. I'm pretty sure that was a fake gold. Okay, well, that's sure. Cyclops, you posted right after him again. That could have been bad. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. The starter pack. And that sucks. We got the bad RNG. Technically, avoidable, but like I could still make it past the level, but it's much harder. Yo, thanks, Inkandor Sly. I don't think we have to worry about that anymore. Not many bots in my channel. Yeah, I was recently added to like a pretty prominent streamer's auto host list, and Twitch no longer shows auto hosts, and it's really weird. Like, speaking of bots, like it almost looks like I'm getting view botted. Like I get the auto host, and it's like all of a sudden I shoot up to 90 viewers, and it's like, okay, what the hell's happening? Congrats on... so I wasn't there, but I assume Spork mentioned Mario going straight in the Ragu. And that's why you were having your epiphany about Ragu yesterday in Spork's Discord. Congrats on getting it. Yo, what up, Maggie Bite? Hey, weenie, that's a bad word. This is a PG-4 stream meant for 12 and under. Yeah, but we haven't had many straight up bots in a very long time. I think the last I've had to worry about bots was like 2015 when I got 100 follow bots. The pasta sauce. It's everywhere. Pretty much, Diverson. Not at all. You mean, what, are you talking about Elena Jar of Cashews? Marcus. Did they get to you too? Is it like a virus? Yeah, Darb's Elena emote was like really funny. What did that run die? Oh yeah, 5-3. Yeah, dumb Bill. Not much I could do about that. I like to learn from mistakes, you know. I don't know what the mistake was yesterday, but maybe it's just streaming that early. Didn't end up doing so well. Oh, jeez. One eye, two kids. Marcus bot for hire. He's a real person, but he'll act like a bot. I slowed down. It's such a high 53. You have to slow down so much to avoid fireworks. I always overestimate it. That might have been the mistake, yeah. But I will say that the inputs just feel better today. Maybe replacing my rubbers is all I needed. So we're not just like losing a billion inputs. It'd be more like 0.2 quid. No, that's more of a 4th of July thing and a New Year's thing. Or yeah, all year thing, depending on some states. I don't know. I I wouldn't classify myself as that, Esmo, and I like me some fireworks. Yeah, I don't think that's a gold. Okay. Could have gone worse. We still have fire. I have something against fireworks in that they lose so much time in the run. Yeah, you gotta be considerate, I guess. I definitely wasn't when I was like a shitty teenager. Lighting them off at pretty much exactly what pisses you off, but I've learned my lesson. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta grow up. It's like being in the south side of, I had some relatives in the south side of Chicago. Not a really good place to live, but, like, people just, like, thought, a lot of people thought just, like, yeah, firecrackers out my window, why not? I know you're probably going to be like, are you sure they were firecrackers? I'm not so sure, but I definitely saw some firecracker wrappers. Yeah, that's a really good reason, Cyclops. Generally, I am a fan of not doing that. Yeah, what up, Haggard? Yeah, for those who are unaware of the update doc, just basically says try to stream 5 hours a day and pretty much lost levels for a while. Doesn't really say much. It says a lot. It says little in a lot of words. Sounds like a smart way to get ash everywhere. Like son, like father, I guess. Similar enough to the saying. Nice. Don't get a 3, don't get... Okay, good. Alright. Good bills, please. Alright, that was a good instance of the waiting game. Why am I getting such weird bills? And why am I doing well on them? Oh, geez, Marcus. Also, did you both think of that at the same time, Concondor Sly? Exclamation mark Prime. Who do you think this is? I'm not that much of a sellout. Did you guys know that with Amazon Prime you get a free subscription, and if you use the subscription I get $2.50 and you get an emote? Yo, Spork with the 372 bits. I appreciate it, man. PogChamp indeed. Enjoy the green badge. Nice use of your first chat message with said badge. I will say, if there's one thing I had to sell out for, though, it'd be more subs. That's pretty much the only monetary aspect of Twitch that I truly endorse. I guess I could find out if I activate my like top cheer thing at the top, but I don't even remember how to do that. Small bits away, huh? Also, nice super jump. Nice early kill. It always sets the mind at ease to do that. Yeah, just keep in mind, Marcus, you're not in any competition. There's no race to the orange badge, even though the orange is probably one of my favorite of the badges. I remember my first orange badge like it was yesterday. You gotta go for what is it? The $6,000 bit badge, the red one, because this is a red themed stream after all. Remember when I said I'm not selling out, and now I'm just like constantly talking about like high roller bit badges? Yeah. Whoops. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, well. That's Ripperoni. Ripperoni's to the lead, at least. Yeah, fun fact, Cyclops. It's true. Some say it's the 10 million badge. Actually, they might have wait, they added up to 5 million, right? They didn't add any more yet. I doubt they would really add more until someone's close. And if someone has the 5 million badge, or they are close, God help us all. I know people who've reached the million. Who was it? Produx in Big John's chat. But I think that's the only person I've ever seen. That's 50,000 US dollars. On top of, you know, like $17,000 in service fees. I don't know if I would slap them. It's their money, and as long as they're not going into massive debt in order to get that shiny badge, everything is okay, I guess. At least they're not hoarding it. Ooh, that was close. Just every hour. We just happen to have been in a sellout discussion. I don't know about that. That'd be a pretty hefty upfront fee, right? Twitch takes like, what, 30%? 25% at best? I forgot the conversion rate on 305. Or not 305, 250K. That's exactly what I'm trying to get at, Jar Cashews. Why am I so bad at that right now? Shoutouts to scrolling the screen a little bit, because that jump gets a lot easier. Shoutouts to being an absolute coward when it comes to that Bowser and not going on the right side. Yeah, so we could actually be ahead out of 7-3, but I gotta not mess up, you know? Honestly, I completely blanked and I was talking about, or what I was talking about, so I don't even know Three Cats. Also, that's great. That's absolutely great. Yeah, I could see that, Cyclops. Also, the whole money laundering aspect, you gotta remember that you're giving it to someone pre-tax revenue. So it's not only 30% off on the actual bits transaction, but they're losing money on the whole, like, they have to pay taxes on their Twitch revenue in the first place. Hey, Marcus, I'm not opposed to that. I think gift subbing is one of the better features Twitch has implemented. It's probably made them so much money. And people are happy about it. For every BK, there's 100 plebeians happy to have received a sub. Solid. I was 100% sure I was dead there. Okay. Well, that was horrible. Oh my god, I was sure I was dead. We still lost so much time in this level. Like, we're probably even or something. Like, come on. 34. Yeah, it's like exactly the same as the last run. We're like -2. Now all I have to do is not die in 8-1. Or, you know, 7-4. And have another best Letter Worlds in like ever. Why do I do this to myself? Oh my god. Alright, well, we're not gonna be ahead. Never mind. Yo, what up, Zack Attack? Yeah, Peach, it exists. Not much I can do about it. It's not the worst thing to come out of Twitch. No such thing as bad publicity, am I right? Okay. Alright, so after today, I think I have to turn off my computer. Because that's not good. It's been quite a few days. I think my capture card just upset. Now that's what I call an oof. Like, everything about this is extremely sloppy. The game didn't glitch, the capture card did. It's done that a few times today. Well, that sucks. The run's not dead, but we're very slowly killing it. Horrible 8-2s today. Or 8-1s today. 1 hour and 46 minutes. 7th place is 36:56. It's like 15 seconds. But 7th, 6th, and 5th are all within 3 seconds of each other. So if I get a 36:51, I'm up to like 4th. Or, sorry, 5th. Yo, what up, TDM? How are you doing? Because everyone just gets a 36 and quits. I'm not going to quit because I'm not a quitter. That's really vain of me. Holy shit. I didn't mean it like that. I'm not going to... All the people are not quitters. They just had goals and they achieved them. I'm not going to quit because I have higher goals than just a 36. Oh my god. I did not mean for that to come out of my mouth the way it did. Anyway. Someone has to be the heel, right? It's good to hear, TDM. This run's, not looking too hot. Considering we had seriously one of the best endgames I've ever experienced, if not the best endgame I've ever experienced in the PB. Actually, not. It's 100% the best endgame I've ever experienced. No, I've hit bedrock. There's no way I could dig myself deeper. Hey, thanks for the follow, TDM. I appreciate it. I didn't mean it like that. Also, that was so quick. You know, fumbling over there. Yeah, the fact that this isn't even going to be a 2022 is pretty telling about this run's PB percentage or PB chances. Why do I keep being okay? Well, that's over. Why am I so scared of that? No, I'm gonna be bumped back to 9th place eventually because Andrew G has started running this category, so I deserve what's coming. Yep, Zack Attack. I messed up the run. It happens though. We want to be like, oh my god. It's time to calm down with the emotes, guys. Andrew G is not a quitter. Andrew G is one of the best gamers of all time. Whose Bulma emote is that? I mean, that was not the run we were hinging everything on. It's a good Bulma. Whew. Yeah, we'll have better runs than that. Like, being around PB pace doesn't give me much room to PB once I'm out of 8-4. Because we had, again, the best set of Letter Worlds I've ever had. So, I want to be, like, comfortably 10 seconds ahead. At least. Those are some global emotes, yep. I am playing the Lost Levels. It is the SNES remake of SMB2 in Japan. Not released in the US until the Super Mario All-Stars cartridge came to the US. Yo, thanks, Nitro. I haven't really been playing a lot of SMW, but this shirt's been through a lot. Wow, that was horrible. But a run out of 1-4 is a run out of 1-4. I'm a I'm an avid WMS ROM hack runner. Not anymore. Yeah, this is no Darb stream. Otherwise, we would stop continuing this run right now. Hey, it's not 2015. I'm sorry, TDM. Not my game. Yeah, like, do people, like, so there's established Mario Maker streamers, right? But do people really watch new people play Mario Maker at this stage? Like, obviously there's the big ones. There's the Dan G's, there's the Arators, there's the Grand Pooh Bears. But I feel like Mario Maker is, like, almost more dead now than SMW. Like, all the Mario Maker people have moved on to ROM hacks. And I think that's for the best. I mean, like, Mario Maker is a much more shallow game than a lot of SMW ROM hacks. At least in turn, like, it's one of those hard to learn, easy to master things versus easy to learn, hard to master things. But what I'm trying to say is, like, hypothetically, I play Mario Maker now. No one would be interested, right? Like, the time to, like, start playing Mario Maker was 2015. I never said they weren't. In fact, I said the opposite. Like, SMW hacks are, like, extremely bumping. Like, yeah. Maybe I worded it wrong. Like, the SMW directory is easily the best it's ever been, ever. Like, I've never seen it under 1,000 people in terms of, like, people watching. Well, I remember it barely cracked above 100 when in, like, 2015, 2016. I'm not saying these people aren't good. It's kind of not what I was saying at all. But, hey, if you're good, that's more power to you. I'm probably better than the average Mario Maker player, but I've only beaten one super expert. And then I'm like, I'm never doing this mode again. I pretty much, yeah, I've gone through this story a lot, but I quit after a certain level. When I realized that, like, yeah, I don't have what it takes to grind out these Kaizo levels in Mario Maker. They're too much work for too little payoff. It made me realize, like, why speedrunning is appealing. You have a very set list of boundaries, and within the confines of the game, an achievement is special. If you beat a Kaizo clear in Mario Maker, okay, there's 20,000 other Kaizo levels. If I beat lost levels in a certain amount of time, okay, there's only one lost levels. There's ROM hacks, but even then, they're much more rare. And still, it's a set. It's not just one specific level. It's more satisfying to me. Probably SMW. Like, easily SMW. Not probably. Easily. SMW. The game has so much depth, it's almost a bad thing. Like, it's almost too hard to master. It's definitely not SMB 1 and 2J. Well, I think the physics systems are fine, and I think that they're masterable. They're not at the same level as SMW. So, like, those are completely different questions. Or there's completely different answers where that's the answer. Like, best platformer in the entire world, I think, is SMW, given the depth. But if we're talking 3D, that does change things. I still would probably say SMW overall. but I'm also biased towards 2D. I do consider SM64 to probably be the best game of all time in its context, which is a cop-out answer. A lot of people have that answer, but I've done thinking, and I think that's the truth. I was kind of thinking like recently what my favorite game of all time is, and it's kind of out of left field. It's Sakeless for the computer, and that's a really old freeware platformer, but I don't think I've ever been captivated by a game as much as when I played Sakeless. And that could be influenced by nostalgia. I think it definitely is, but that's another platformer, and I don't consider it the best platformer of all time. Nice fireworks, but that's probably my favorite game of all time. When you say regrab, do you mean the power-up thing that comes down? Or, oh, you mean like shells and items, right? Maybe. I don't know. Donkey Kong 64 is not a good game, in my opinion. If we're talking about DK64. Oh, yeah, that's part of the depth, right? Like, that's something that you wouldn't notice until you're, like, many hours into the game. Like, that's endgame physics learning. That along with like shell jump, stuff like that. Sorry, mid-airs. Is shell jump still used? Or did that term get co-opted? I don't know what like the Mario Maker community turned into the SMW ROM hack community, so I'm not sure what terminology is used. Okay, I'm happy about that though. I don't like midair; it just doesn't roll off the tongue. Nice clip. Like, I'm definitely willing to admit that like Lost Levels isn't nearly the best Mario game, but it's one of my favorites, and I really like the run, so I'm happy about that. I don't want to shill out games too much, but I realized that the game I was talking about that I said was my favorite game of all time, most people probably wouldn't be able to like spell it correctly based on my pronunciation. So if you're interested in a good platformer, it's good stuff. Hey, that's definitely a opinion you're allowed to have. I mean, everyone's allowed to have their own opinion, but there's going to be a lot of people who agree with you there. I just don't have any of the nostalgia for SMB3. I recently completed it like casually for the first time 100%, and I definitely enjoyed it a lot more than I initially expected I would. But it's hard for me to, oh my god, so horrible. It's hard for me to enjoy it without like some sort of nostalgic aspect like I have for Lost Levels and SMB1 and SMW. So in Mario Maker, yes, but the original name for a midair was shell jump in SMW. And then when Mario Maker came out, they started saying shell jump was what you're saying. And it kind of muddled the terms. But the SMW speedrunning community always called what you defined as a midair a shell jump. And the inputs for a shell jump are pretty different on SMW versus Mario Maker, right? Yeah, oh my god, why am I doing this to myself? A wall shell jump, or however you want to call it, it's not significant enough to be a named trick. That's my opinion. SMX. If you mean SMW, yes. Why have I gotten so many of those today? Alright, plus 3.8. Oh yeah. I've seen that one. That's a really cool one. When I first saw that, I didn't realize that TASes were a thing, and I thought a real human did that. And I was like, wow, I will never ever get to the level of real human. And while it's definitely true that I'll never get to the level of a real human in SMW, someone like Louis, I'm a little bit more relieved that humans can't do that. The first time I realized that TASes were a thing is when I watched the Item Abuse 3 TAS like a really long time ago, before Mario Maker. And I'm like, okay, a human cannot do this. And that made me happy. Ooh. Alright, we gotta pay attention. If I enter the pipe at a 9, I have to slow down a little bit. Yeah, that's one of the cooler SMW TASes. Oh, I have to slow down a little bit. But there's a lot of really cool ones. Alright, sounds good, Jar of Cashews. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. Hey, at least we've had some pretty good runs. In your time here. I think there's still gonna hopefully be more in the next few hours. Alright, I like 53s. It's weird, because my favorite game of all time is a platformer, but I almost want to say favorite game of all time and have a different response for favorite platformer, because, like, it's my favorite game not due to the fact that it's a platformer, it's due to a lot of other things. I mean, favorite platformer is probably SMW. Oh yeah, my quarter 4 report. The Picante LLC is chugging along. I've seen like I'm not gonna call anyone out, but I've seen like multiple speedrunners like actually incorporate like blank LLC. Like I see it on their stuff, and I'm like, I'm not sure if that's necessary yet, but hey, more power to them. I mean, it definitely makes sense if you're like a lyric. Well, my favorite game is by all definition a platformer. It's pretty much all you do in it. But it's my favorite game for different reasons. Oh, jeez. Favorite album of all time? That's hard. Not as hard as the decision to reset, but good Bowser and I don't. I would have got crushed, so it's okay. Favorite album of all time? Probably... It's hard. Probably either Charismatic Integrity Slam by CFAX Acid Crew, Cro-Magnox by CFAX Acid Crew, or United Acid Emirates by CFAX Acid Crew. I think you might sense a pattern. Almost definitely United Acid Emirates by CFAX Acid Crew. Or Cro-Magnox. Probably not the first one I said. My favorite my favorite musical artist is CFAX Acid Crew. Acid is a type of techno. Based on his music videos, though, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the other thing. I don't know if I've ever listened to Steely Dan. Should I just realize something? Okay, I'm dumb. I've been streaming at a low bit rate for no reason. Forgot I didn't have quality options yesterday. Yo, what up, Garzit? Nice. Okay. Well, the D-pad's been good. I just placed the other buttons. I knew what you meant. But yeah, so far it's been really good. I haven't dropped any inputs. Yeah, yep. It's been good. We've actually had some really good runs today. Multiple to World 8. One out of the Letter Worlds, but definitely better than yesterday. Like in programming? Well, I'm a programmer. I could try to help a little bit. Basically, arrays are lists, and imagine you had a grocery list, but you had to say how many items were on the grocery list before you started. So you set an array with a length of 9. There can only be 9 things on the grocery list. And then you populate the 9 slots. Also great. Fireworks. I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's incredibly boring. But if you were struggling with the concept as a whole, there you go. Alright, well, I'll try to help, I guess. Why not, right? That's why you want to get one hit in at least. Helps you out. Oh yeah, it's still a thing. I don't. It's not really used unless you're talking about Visual Studio. True, true. Yo, Marcus with the coding skills. I'll take it. I don't know. Is nothing a thing? Which language is that? I don't think I know that one. Alright, well now we have straight up programming questions in my chat. PTSD from college is seeping in. Oh, okay, well. I thought I might be able to help, but like it's really hard to concentrate on programming when I'm speedrunning, I'll be honest. I can't even think about what you're asking. And yeah, I don't know what grid means. Well, grid in this context. I've never used the language with a grid command. So far, so good. Alright. I do like being even. Can't really complain about that. Yeah, what Zach said is true. As long as you're like, well, I guess it depends on the language. But like if you have for loops, you could do for I equals whatever, and then do another for I, or I don't know. Actually, it's been a long time since I used like Java. Also, why do I keep getting fireworks here? I'm more of a scripter. I do a lot of scripting. But my coding knowledge is actually less relevant to my job than cloud knowledge. Alright, well, we didn't get trapped in 2-4 this time. Thank you for the odd. I haven't been thanking odds in a while, now that I think about it. I like the Nimbus clouds if you're talking about the people in the back. I like how the little cloud shows up on the on the on-screen chat. It's good stuff. I feel like that's a rock, Jabroni, and not a cloud. Nice. That was kind of a little bit of a tight fit. Oh my god. It looks happy. Not sure about the cloud part. Too many spaces, Marcus. Wait, really? I'm continuing this just because it's been a while since we got out of World 2, but this run sucks pretty bad now. Especially as I keep doing this. Too much... What's the term I'm looking for? Too much, like, slop. I need more tea. Those look a little bit low def to be in Heroes of the Storm, but hey, I've never played the game. I don't know. Usually things look like better condensed into emote form. It's when you blow them up is when it starts to look bad. Nice. Oh yeah, it's really late for you, huh? Well, Marcus, it was nice for you to stop by. Always appreciate it. Oh, wow. Uncanny. Thanks for the good luck, and thanks for the resub. Thanks for the 1 year of support, man. I appreciate it. Alright, we're done with the time loss here. If I want a 36, I have to really take the best possible time seriously. If I'm perfect, I'll only get a 36.08. So you got to make it so 36 is actually realistic out of World 8. I mean, and not losing 20 seconds in the next 4 worlds sounds doable, but World 7 is the thing. I think I do have to do a little offline World 7 practice. And World 6 practice, honestly. Just World 6 and World 7. Well, I use something similar. The ST.SNES actually has very Knackatech-like features. So I generally use the ST.SNES with save state to SNES. That's what they call it. And speaking of which, apparently there was a big firmware update recently for save states on the ST.SNES. So I'll probably be using that. Alright, let's save some time here. I used to use the Nakatech, but recently I've been using. So the one thing, there's like a feature like lag frames or something. I'm confused what it means. And I'm aware of it allows for like 4 save states, which is actually pretty nice. Yeah, super happy about development on the ST to SNES recently. Stiverson's an SMW guy, right? Mainly. Oh yeah, you've definitely done this category, right? Yeah, you have like a 43 or something. How did I forget? Did I just jump early? Okay, a lot of room for improvement. I forgot to get tea. Eesh. Yeah. It'll definitely take you a lot less than 3,200 to get to where I am. I could tell you that. I'm not gonna get a 41. Let me get some tea. I could see that, Zach. I could see that. People are warming up to All-Stars runs in general. See, much better. Still a 48, but whatever. It's not like a 41. Oh yeah, if you play SMW, you don't need a an Nakatech. You have the best cartridge of all time. Or best practice cartridge of all time. Also, Jabroni, did I say that the likeness is uncanny on those clouds? Not sure if I ever replied to your Blizzard picture. I have done a full run tonight. It was actually only about 30 seconds off PB until D3, or until World D like actually wrecked me, and it ended up being like a 41 or 40 something. Yeah, shoutouts to Dots. But yeah, the first one we did actually, we did a no reset. Today's been a lot better than yesterday. Oh. Well, I am me. I say what I think, and I think the same things that I think. What's amusing is that Streamlabs always takes like the same color and gives it to unassigned people. And today it happens to be purple. I like purple, at least in the chat. Oh yeah, that was in my Discord, right? I can see it. I can, but generally it's not good to be compared to Mussolini. Like if someone was like, you straight up look like Adolf, I'd be like, okay. Calm down. But, I guess Mussolini, it's a different situation in terms of taboo. I will, despite my looks, try not to take over Italy and install a fascist government and ally myself with Nazi Germany. Wow, not dead, but incredibly slow. We'll survive. Whew. I think they're about equal. I mean, like, when you have a dick measuring contest by, like, how many of your own people you genocided, like, they're all just horrible people. Alright, yeah. There's 9 coins there. That would have turned into a 3. We've had way too many 2-3 fireworks today. Nice. Alright, 59, here we come. There we go, you call it. That's a big oof. Extreme oof. But, it's not bad except for the eyes, but that's why someone would be saying it, right? Unless they're saying like like you look like a 9/11 first responder. Because I've heard that fact spouted so many times. It's true, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows that Steve Buscemi was a 9/11 first responder by now. What? Michael Phelps doesn't look that bad. I guess he's got like the pointy ears. If you're on Reddit long enough, it's like a meme how much it's reposted. Well, that's a big oof then. That person was very much low-key trying to hand out the insult. Look at that double kill. Didn't even mean to. Look at that. Should have gotten hit. Oh my god. Well, at least we don't have to worry about fireworks. Okay. I'm going way too early. He's in here. Probably doesn't take kindly to the 10-year-old video that I always remember when someone talks about Michael Phelps. Made by the same guy who made the This Is Sparta video from back in the day. Yeah, I'm doing my stream a disservice here, putting everyone on YouTube watching Michael Phelps, whatever. It's an obligation as a person who's seen that video to link that video. When you say on, do you mean like in the stream or in a chat? I assume you mean in the stream. That's a little different than like Michael Phelps lurking about right now. Okay, well, that's a little different, right? If like Michael Phelps is chilling in here being like, guys, you're mean. It's a different dynamic. But I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Phelps has a Twitch account. I mean, he probably has a social media team, and they probably got that for him. Yep, not in here. So rip hopes and dreams. Oh, I forgot there's like the weird thing at the end. Oh my god. Yeah, the basketball. Hey, you can do it yourself. There's nothing stopping you. This is the future. Yeah, Keaton Monger is probably one of the most underrated people in the history of the internet ever. He got famous way back in the day for the This Is Sparta remix. If you remember that one. Like, but like, he made a lot of really good stuff that never got noticed. If Inertia was the Keaton thing, I am unfamiliar. I mean, I think the problem was Keaton got famous off YTMND, and that didn't really amount to anything for anyone. That's true, Jabroni. No one's doubting that. Oh, I see. Alright, well, we're going somewhere. Actually, I don't see how Inertia would come into play, but hey. You do you. Not sure I understand, but again, you do you. Yeah, but this is the most simple of video editing. It's making a loop. What the hell is going on? Anyway. Just losing more time. Weirdest mistake of my life. Oh my god. Yeah, we're already losing too much time. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, jeez. I'm okay. Alright. Let's get rid of the slop. We actually have had good runs, like, even relatively recently. The past few haven't been. Remember when I said get rid of the slop, and then I, like, do that? Wait, what? No, 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 what happened? What? Is there anything to replace it, though? I liked Eldad Pig. That was like when you removed the cloud emote. Like an absolute travesty. I mean, I guess, but like... I thought he had both the combo and that. Alright. Yeah, there's got to be a new one, because there is definitely the combo and the pig. In fact, if anything, there should be a 4-part pig. Because who wants the Fugu Man in everywhere? Why? Why is that happening? Yeah, very slightly. Because I want to be able to sit up and still be in frame, but if I slouch, which I often do, I want to still be centered, you know? If you don't like it, I'm willing to accept honesty. I won't just out of the room. I'm not encouraging slouching, I'm just being a realist here. Well. that's good. I agree. I'm not in the corner anymore. All right. Well, if we're talking about that fan fiction like before, it might not be more good. I guess I shouldn't say there's no such thing as bad publicity. Oh my god, why? What's a Fujoshi? Oh, I guess you missed that conversation. Bear me no mind. Oh, why? That's the second time in a row. Alright, you know, let's transition. Yeah, I gotta turn off my computer tonight. You know there's struggles when you can't even get it to a good file. Oh my god, come on. I see. I don't think she is. Last time I checked. That was a little bit yikes on menu transitioning. There was a character like that in a... I haven't watched that much anime, but I remember there was a character like that in the anime Genshiken, which is one of my favorites. But favorite anime for me is like not saying much. I don't have too much under my belt at this point. Alright, let's get a run to like, I don't know, World D? World E, maybe? Knock it out of the park here. How about D4? Can we make a deal about that? Fair enough, I could do that, jabroni. We are officially in World 1 Gay Baby Jail. Let's try to get out, though. I know I can. I got some runs left in me. The night is young. All right. Here we go. I'm just following the standard pattern I've done. I don't expect everyone here to read my Twitter and be in my Discord. Just getting the word out. I'm not like, okay, I know you're just like doing your thing, but I want people to know where my stream is. Is that a crime now? Well, when I guess when chat's slow, I gotta ham it up. But no, I don't know. Pastebin it's just a place to dump text files. It's not like a thing I have and curate. But I usually give quarterly updates, like I'm a business. Sick consistent splits. Also, we're Outer World 1. I forgot about that. Sounds good, Jabroni. I'm jealous. For multiple reasons. Yeah, it's only been like, what, 2 hours and 50 minutes? It's not that long. Alright, I like that coin count. Well, maybe that just says you've been going to the gym longer. But I have acknowledged that my streams have been shorter than I want them to be. 5 hours is the sweet spot. But I've been recently just like tired, and I don't really know what. Like, obviously, like it's kind of a meme at this point. Like, I'm always like tired on stream, but like it's a mixture of not sleeping well and I guess like bad diet / partying choices. And the partying aspect is definitely just it's done. But like even with like I got 9 hours of sleep and I'm like kind of tired today. I want to work on that. I don't want to let work get to me. I want to be able to like be energetic on stream. Except I was playing Mario Party as a drinking game on Sunday. So it's a really big Mario Party. Why have milk pork when you could have milk steak? Yeah! This weekend, Super Mario Party for the Switch is actually good. It's the best Mario Party that come out since the ones for the GameCube. And maybe it's because I didn't exhaust the admittedly very minimal amount of boards the game had, but I had genuine Mario Party fun, which is the first time I could really say that since Mario Party 7 or 6, whichever was the last one for the GameCube. The Wii ones were not great. That was smooth. That's what I'm trying to do every single time. Keep in mind, so the one thing is that the game runs on half Joy-Cons. So like, you know how you have the two Joy-Cons? You split them in half and each person gets a half. So if you want to play for with four people and you only have one set of Joy-Cons and like you're out of luck because you can't even use like the Pro Controller or things like that. All right, just making sure. And I'll say that I don't know how much the game is. I think it's like $60, right? There's not a lot of content right now. I think there's only 4 boards. But I wouldn't be surprised if they add some later. But it's really fun. Like, I definitely think it's worth it, but I also think that games are cheap as it is. I mean, given the software engineering necessary to create them. I'm amazed sometimes of how games get like completed. True. We did drink a shot every single time you get a star. And you get a few more stars this time than previous games. I think we did 15 rounds and it ended up everyone doing about 3 shots, 3 or 4. Yeah, Garzette. It has like, if you adjust for inflation, $60 is the cheapest games have been in a very, very long time. And games have only gotten more expensive to develop, so I'm actually surprised that games have not gone up in price. They kind of have with the whole addition of DLC and collector's editions costing way more than $60, but yeah, $60 is cheap. I mean, really, like, adjust games for inflation, and it's really not that bad. I think it actually comes to about average at this point. There's a chart. Someone actually did do the average price adjustments for inflation per console. Oh my god, that was a little feisty. Unfortunately, we're no longer 35 pace. It's a travesty. All I know is that N64 was by far the most expensive. Like, it's equivalent of like $90 in today's dollars. Wait, whose email is that, Pink? Oh, come on. Just had to jump a little earlier. Is that Asmos? I know that you say that colloquially. He's not my boyfriend. But I think that's a new one. I haven't seen it. Yeah, Asmo Grill. Well, then I must be a noob. What? Okay, I should have maintained P-speed. He has a lot of oh, Jesus Christ, the voice crack. He has a lot of emotes. "10-minute abs? I don't think Pink's done those in a while. Pink's got abs. I mean, you physically have abdominal muscles. I didn't say the shape. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry. Low blow. Yo, what up, Glockham? Yeah, I know I said 5 hours, but I might do like... literally my update stream, like, I'm gonna stream 5 hours. First day, probably gonna stream like 4. But I have a personal trainer tomorrow morning, and I want to be able to go to bed early for that. Expired content, really? Oh, wait. It shows for me. Does the update link really not work? Streaming is just like any other job. It shouldn't exhaust you until the next day. I mean, I guess like 12-hour shifts do actually have multiple days of effects. But like, I wouldn't use that as an excuse. I mean, when I streamed for 15 hours straight, that had an effect. I mean, you might, because I'm definitely lost. Whew. That's weird. It says never expires. Try clicking on it again. Are you clicking on it from mobile? Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. Maybe if you actually care enough to do this, try the link from my Twitter. That's really weird that it doesn't work on mobile. It should. Alright, paste exposure public, paste expiration never. Alright, I updated it to never. I think it was at never before, but I updated it again. I should not have gotten that. Oh, glad it's not a maze, because that would have definitely not gotten a ding. Well, Safari sucks. That's just how it is. I blame everyone but myself. As usual. I'll take the green. I don't think anyone is gonna agree green is good. Or I don't think anyone's gonna disagree green is good. But I would like to have a little bit more of a chunk here, if possible. Well, that's not a chunk. That's losing time. Still going to be 35 pace at this rate, though. The very doable. Extremely easy 35 pace. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Whoops. Whew. I noped out of that situation like 4 times. Not my best. Just a solid +3. Or +2, sorry. Rip the 35 pace. The dream is over. I'm just happy to be out of 3-2. I feel like I haven't in a while today. Can't catch a break right now. So, not all hope is lost. I could actually get out of this level relatively unscathed, but it requires some good movement towards the Fire Flower, which I'm not super well versed on. Actually, I probably should practice it a little bit more. Okay, that was pretty good. I think I could have gone a little bit better, but can't really complain. So what, we're like -8? You know what I meant. +9. Alright. Just can't lose 51 seconds. How hard could that be? Just play perfect. Easy. Yeah, you gotta give yourself like a... If you're going off your sum of best, you gotta give yourself a human error tax of about a second per world, no matter what. So that's at least 9 seconds of just pure splitting incorrectly in my gold. So let's just say 40 seconds. This game really wants to screw with me, but I'm not having it. See, like, that's an example of, like, I didn't lose any time, but I did according to my best possible time. Yeah, we noped out of that pretty quickly. Like, just practice the letter worlds? I mean, I could do that, but I think that it's actually unnecessary. Most of the challenge I have is actually early game, with a mixture of bad world DRNG. Ugh. Alright, this is much better, guys. That sick 35.51 pace. I forgot that we saved. We golded by a second in B3 today, and because it's after 8-4, it means that it's worse to be on 36 pace before 8-4 than it used to be. Tried to be tricky. Unsuccessfully, though. But yeah, I mean, Garzet, I could technically just run from a save state. And, like, similar to how Mario 64 runners do upstairs RTA, I could do, like, Letter Worlds RTA, but I just don't think it's necessary. If anything, I need World 6 and 7 RTA. That's where everything really goes to shit. Yeah, the second 25% is probably my weakest. It's all like it's 6-2 yeah, it's 6-2 to 8-1. Just inconsistent. That 6-1 fire loss, though, today was pretty abysmal. That 2-3 kill reminded me of it. Alright. 42 is fine. Hey, it's all good, Garzet. I don't expect people to, like, constantly be in chat. I'm never constantly in chat. I mean, when I'm watching Twitch, I'm constantly in chat when I'm speedrunning on my own Twitch channel. But Jabroni, I understand. I've wronged you too many times. Nice. This one's a pretty good pace. I'm jinxing it, but this is a surprisingly far amount to be ahead by this early. We're not allowed to hit left. how I'm playing this right now. Okay, never mind. I forgot we literally have to hit left. Oh, I missed. That would have been a good shot. Good stuff. Like, actually, I needed that. Had a lot of bad 3-2s today. I still don't get how I have another frame rule I could save there. I guess I wasn't perfect on the ending. I scraped the ground a little bit. Exclamation mark commands, yeah. I have more than most people. And I still don't have a killing Bowser with fire command. I keep forgetting to add it. Some people disable that command. I leave it up because I don't see the reason to disable it. Oh my god, come on. Oh! This run was so good until I did that. Ugh. Oh, I forgot about that command. Completely. My lead! Turns out cactuses or cacti know what they're doing. Yeah, maybe not after that 4-1, but still. 3-second time loss to fumbling is painful. Okay. Yeah, my feng shui. Oh, I gotta water my cactus, speaking of cacti. I also gotta really stop firing that shot there. It's really hurting me. Nightbot has lost that sub. I would normally continue that, but I think at Pink's request I'm not supposed to. So I might just have to get rid of those commands. Also, yeah, Pinklow Rage is no longer Pinklow Rage, it's Pinklow Attack. So that'd be an old emote name anyway. That's a really old command. Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of some, I guess. Where are my pink emotes? I think that the commands only exist for the old one. And I think they also have poverty versions, Pink. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no! I'm so upset. We might want to delete the poverty versions, Pink. Going on that janitorial spree. I've never been more upset with myself than I was when I lost fire there. I wouldn't say retired, but much more important things than streaming. Like not flunking out of school. Like, I've been pretty adamant that if I knew about Twitch earlier in my schooling, I would have potentially flunked out. Like, it already got pretty bad my senior year when I really started getting into Twitch. But I'm pretty happy I didn't know about it. Okay, those don't exist at least. Just making sure. But it's a different aspect, right? Streaming is a very time-consuming activity. I'm talking about the specifically streaming aspect. Alright, I have 45 seconds here to not make a fool of myself. 44. Before Twitch, I actually was kind of on a, like, video game dearth, or whatever word you want to say. Like, I barely played, like, I used to play games a ton. Like, I played Halo 3 every single day for like 6 hours plus with my friends. But like, once I got to college, I just kind of stopped playing games. And then Twitch happened. And then I put like 400 hours in Mario Maker in like 2 months. Yeah, I never got into sport. I don't think there's a single sports game that I've gotten into. Oh god, that was close. Wii bowling? Does that count? Wii sports in general? Okay, WWF. That's an art, not a sport. And I'm not talking about the allegations that wrestling is staged. I'm just talking about it's a beautiful art, symphony to my ears. I'm so upset right now. Oh yeah, there's a lot. Turns out Grossgore is a pretty big idiot. Turns out a lot of IRL streamers are kind of idiots. Who would have known? This just in. Picante on Keemstar's drama alert. For insulting fellow streamer Grossgore. It's called live stream fail. I'm on Reddit constantly. Yeah, so this run is like shot. Like completely after that 6-2 death. Not 6-2 death, but 6-2 fire loss. I gotta do 6 through 8 RTAs. It's gotten to that point. I am the Lost Levels Punke. Delegating myself to subset RTAs. I'm a Reddit junkie. That's about it. Nice. That's the good shit. Right there. Sad. My fault. Entirely my fault. I hate that Podoboo. I don't know how to handle it. When I get a pattern like that, I straight up don't know what to do, and it upsets me because I always mess it up. If I wait, I mess it up. If I don't wait, I mess it up. Baby rage. I don't know. Internet addiction is very real. It can get pretty bad for some people. That was close to a death, but I guess I have to play it risky at this point. We are very far behind. What about r/outside? What says handle it in Hearthstone? I've heard that before. That was dumb. 7-2 is still a curse from yesterday. Yeah, Reddit giveth and Reddit taketh away. Or taketh. I don't know. But Reddit's cool, but it also pretty much beats every single thing into the ground. Raid Leader. The Hearthstone card. It says handle it when you summon him. But I do know Onyxia, again through Hearthstone. Yeah. I'm happy there's no alternative, because that's one of those things that should have a natural monopoly. I think Onyxia's summon is do you dare challenge the daughter of Deathwing or something like that? I don't know. Showing my Hearthstone nerd right now. What, you need an edgy platform? r/dank memes is full of normies. Alright, sounds good, jabroni. It's Magic has already jumped ship. Like, in terms of like me getting into it at the cutting edge, and like that's not the reason to play Magic. Like, I should be wanting to play it because it's fun, but I have no interest. Hearthstone is eternal. Fortran is also very different now than it was back in the day. I mean, this is true. But is it a better virtual card game? I'm dug in! I'm dug in. It's hard for me to switch. I'm stubborn. But maybe if I do, I'll be able to watch Savige again, because he used to be one of my favorite Hearthstone streamers, and I'm sad that he only streams Magic now. I think he still gets like, what, 3,000-ish? Which is... He had like 6,000 before, so I would say probably a half. They did! It's called Duel Links, right? The issue is that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a crap tier card game. Oh, whoops. I mean, so I played Yu-Gi-Oh when I was like literally 6 or 7, and it was already a flawed game at that point. But apparently it's been like progressively getting even worse, and now it's completely broken, and like so many games are decided by literal one turn, like first turn one turn KOs, which is like, okay, the game's just incredibly broken. Like when you beat the game on your first turn, or when you win the game on your first turn, it's like card game's dead. Pack it up. But you could tell it was going to be a broken game when like the original cards are like, to translate into like Hearthstone terms, like 0 mana, draw 3. Wait, the tryhard clip? But yeah, I just linked the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links directory. Like, people definitely play it. I didn't actually know there were that many people who played it, but it looks like it's relatively popular. But I know that Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links is the new game. Also, yeah, I'm like, I understand Trihex did something wrong, but I'm surprised that like he's still banned, and there's like they haven't given any information on when he's gonna get unbanned. Like, he's obviously still a global emote, so they still like Trihex, but just a whole weird situation to me. I think he deserves some punishment, but still. So, Trihex as a speedrunner, it's used occasionally in, like, I've definitely seen it in non-racial context. Like, I get what you're saying, but I don't think it should be removed. At all. I've seen it, first of all, in non-racist context, and secondly, if it's not try hard, it's some other emote. That's also the mentality Trihex has. He understands that it's used for racism, but like literally, they're gonna latch on to one emote, so it's removing it kind of means they won, right? What was the original Brain Slug? Didn't they get rid of it? Oh, wait, no, I know what you're talking about. I forgot that little part of Twitch history. That was basically the original tryhard, right? Yeah. Literally the reason why it was removed. Let's go up here. Am I for real about what? Oh, no, so Brain Slug used to be a completely different emote. But it got changed due to basically being used only for racist purposes. This is like way back in the day. This is like 2014. Alright. Please. Give me the runs. No, that actually sounds horrible. I don't want the runs. Give me a run. I don't know. I try not to think of that because I don't use emotes in a racist context. So, yeah. Like, in a perfect world, no one would, but the internet's a horrible place. Yo, thanks, Oxknifer. Yeah, I agree, Jabroni. Hey, it's the best and the worst, okay? I agree, the internet is overall a pretty good thing. But I'm playing a game that was invented before online games. Coincidence? I think not. Does Satellaview kind of count as online? I don't think so. But I'm trying to poke holes in my own statement. IQ tests in general are kind of hokey. Like, anyone who's like, I'm part of Mensa, I'm like, okay, that kind of makes me think you're dumber. Because because if you put like actual value in being part of Mensa, it's like eh. Most intelligence is learned. Like, actually, almost all intelligence is learned. Yeah, but being a genius to Mensa is like more than just being a part of Mensa, right? It's like a very specific subset of the people who pass their IQ test. I'm pretty sure, yeah, what is it, 140 to get in? All I know is that if you're actually smart, you kind of realize that telling people you're a part of Mensa doesn't make you look like anything except for a douchebag. Ooh. That was all kinds of sketch. You joke, but like, yeah, like children's IQ tests are pretty flawed, right? I mean, their IQ tests are already pretty flawed. But like, a lot of things could change from when you're 4. How do you know that wasn't a real name, Garzette? Also, I'm a little upset about that performance, but whatever. It happens. Run's not dead. I'm gonna continue it. It's not ripped quite yet. Right on the edge there, actually. Might actually be even here. Never mind. Eek, why do I always get that like weird corner thing? 10 already. Ooh. And maybe you have fuzzy memory. Yeah, +6 is not where I like to be right now. I'll say that much. Speaking of college, like, there's like, right before I went live, I was reading a thread on r/speedrun about some guy who like wanted to put speedrunning on his college applications. I don't think that's really a good plan. Oh, actually, yeah. His logic was like it's just an extracurricular, but I guess if you're applying to like DigiPen, oh my god, I can't speak. If you're applying to DigiPen, maybe. Well, yeah, the application process, especially at like certain schools, could be pretty what's the word? Kind of a crapshoot. Let me try to find the thread after this. All right, got it. I mean, it's hard to deny that, like college has a very different role than it. What? What was that, Koopa? I mean, I understand why it happened, but I'm still a little bit upset. Like, just because they don't need schooling doesn't mean that, like, college doesn't give them very good opportunities. Like, all my internships that I did in college, I actually found through my professors. Like, it's much more of a networking mechanism than a, why did I do that? Than a mechanism for education. I'm sorry. I think I'm just being a little too forgiving with my runs right now. I think at a point like this, I should probably cut my losses, right? But I'm too stubborn. Can still get a 36-22, guys. Because the thing is, if I keep fire out of World 7, it's like... it's huge news. I mean, a college application is basically like a job application. Like you definitely are supposed to understand like how a school works and how it'll help benefit you, but like you also are of benefit to the school. It's a mutual relationship. So they should be selling themselves to you, but it's not too much of an ask to like sell yourself to the school. I don't know. I'm happy I don't have to apply to colleges. What do you mean you remember I did quite well? That makes it seem like you know my college applications. God damn it. I'm very confused. Three, two, two, two. Alright, well... there's analyzation. Analyzation. Wow, that's not the way you pronounce it. Or a word. That's not a word. There's analyzing people, and then there's like... I don't know what I'm trying to say. Maybe I get standoffish with like personal information stuff maybe a little too easily. Yeah, no. Please no. Please nose. No, don't actually nose. Please no nose. Scary. Internet's scary. Probably not what I should be saying as a person pretty much exposing my life for multiple hours a day to the internet, but still. I think the whole internet in general could function a little bit better from a disconnect between real life and online personas, I guess. Letting people be themselves outside of, you know. I mean, it still exists, it's just much harder. I mean, it exists in a functional sense. It doesn't exist in a it exists in a practical sense. It doesn't exist in a functional sense. Like, even if you don't sign up for Facebook, they have a ghost profile for you and stuff like that. Cookies and all that stuff is pretty much made every human that uses the internet traceable, but like, people would still definitely be anonymous. Like, I know a bunch of people with pretty much no online presence. Wow, okay. I thought this was a no. I thought that was a reset run right there. But we're good. Huh? Actually, I'm not sure if we're good. Yeah, I think I would have gotten a 4. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a little hypocritical as a person who streams on Twitch to like ask for anonymity. But yeah, like, I've been deleting my social media presence for a while now. With the exception of what you see here. At least we're consistent with the clip. I don't know what that means. I still am a little bit confused. Yeah, I don't have anything like that. As a security guy, I mean, like, I do my best, but I pretty much reserve the fact that, like, pretty much everything is tracked now. Oh my god. Alright, well, the run's not dead, but I really gotta stop doing that. I mean, like, not in a malicious sense, but, like, they've made it really hard, to, like, publicly erase yourself. Well, I guess on that note of being tracked, I think I'm gonna call it for the night. Just not. I have to go to bed early, so that's that. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. Let's host someone up. You know, let's host my my fellow mod Amarylin from our speedrun. But yeah, yesterday was good. I can't do 9 hours every day though. Hopefully I'll be back with the full 5 tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow.
Alice Mushy Snuggle Pie!